Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So the iPhone XR has been out for about what, 4 years now? No, it's actually 2 years, but it does feel quite a long time now. So Apple is still selling it for about $500 in the US, and in India it's for about 35 to 40,000 depending if you get it on a sale. So that's actually about half the price of the iPhone 12, and I still see people buying the iPhone XR. So is it still a good buy in the late 2020 or even in 2021? When the iPhone 12 is out there now, and also you would get the iPhone 11. By the way, so I had bought the iPhone XR when the box was in its original size. So probably now you might not get the charger in the box and all that stuff that you keep hearing about it a lot. I'm actually tired of hearing it. I'm like actually over it now. So so I think we should just get over it now because all the smartphone manufacturing companies will follow that suit. And yeah, we don't get the charger in the box. Surprise, surprise. Just get over it now. By the way, a huge thanks to my model for this video, the Trendy Ranger. I'll put a link to her Instagram in my description below. By the way, if you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing and also let me know which iPhone 12 model you want me to review because I've just started reviewing tech, so I probably would have to buy it. I won't get it for free. So do let me know in the comment section below and please do subscribe and stay tuned for all those videos that I will be putting out. And also if you like this video, do give a thumbs up. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So first of all, let's look at the major difference that is there, that is the cameras. Well, the single camera. Yes, as per 2020 standards, if you see even the budget phones are coming with at least an ultra wide, or they're also coming with a telephoto lens zoom and also a macro lens. Yes, these lenses are not practically useful as per my opinion, but still an ultra wide at least is good to have a different perspective, but that's not there, so we just have to accept that now. But that's not to say that a single lens on the iPhone XR's camera is bad. It's really good. And I would say I'm really impressed with the daylight performance. If you shoot in broad daylight, the photos are really crisp and detailed. And even if you compare it side by side with a latest flagship model, and I have compared it with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, there is not much of a huge difference. The camera is really good. Did I say it like John Rettinger? Really good.
Really good. It was so good, always good. How good, really good, looked good, really good.
Just forget about it. Even the daylight videos have always been good on an iPhone, and the iPhone XR is still no exception. Even in 2020, the daylight videos are really good.
Really good. It was so good, always good.
And also have good stabilization. But the major area where the iPhone XR takes a big hit is low light photos and even videos. So the night mode is pretty non-existent, which I think at least in 2020 every phone should have. And if you see these samples on your screen right now, the low light images are really not that impressive. Yes, they are okayish, but nothing that you can actually even enhance and post. And if you look at the low light video, just forget about it. So if you shoot a lot of videos in indoor conditions, then I would prefer you buy a separate ring light or a focus light for that purpose. So now that we looked at the cameras, now let's get to the design. Design wise, I would say that this iPhone XR is still a pretty good deal. I mean, it still looks as modern as the iPhone 11 that was there last year. Yes, it does not have the squared edge design as the iPhone 12, but the rounded edge design still do feel premium, and with the glass back you also get that wireless charging feature. Coming to the front, that notch is still there, and even the iPhone 12 models it's still there, so that notch will not that much of a bummer because it's still there in 2020, so why would you complain, right? But that LCD display, yes, the new iPhone 12 models do come with an OLED display. But that's not to say that the LCD display was a bad display. It's still a pretty good display, and I would say using it for 2 years, I never really had any complaints about it. In fact, I enjoyed content on that LCD display as much as I enjoyed on my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra's OLED display, and also the other phones that I've tested, like the Samsung S10e, the Xiaomi Redmi Mi A3, and all the OLED displays that I've tested. That LCD display is still a pretty good display, and the media consumption on that is as enjoyable as on any other OLED display as well. Yes, the colors might not be that punchy, the blacks might not be that blacks, but in day-to-day performance, it's nothing to complain of really. Now I talked about that wireless charging that you get. Yes, but that wireless charging is pretty slow. You can charge it up to 15 watts, so I would prefer that if you're buying, yes, you have to buy a charger separately. So the MagSafe charger also comes with 15 watts, but the iPhone XR does not have magnets. Okay, whenever you buy a charger for your iPhone 10 or if you purchase it, then go for that higher 15-watt charger, because fast charging is something that I've really experienced on my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Because of the 25-watt fast charging, whenever you're on the go, if you just charge it while you're getting ready, like 5 to 10 minutes, you still get about 20 to 30% battery life, which is a respectable amount of juice. Did that come out right? What I mean to say is that fast charging is really important, and if you're not satisfied with the fast charging on the iPhone 10R, then I would say really think again on it, because this is a really important feature. Now coming to the battery life also, it's not that impressive, because 2 years down the line as I've used it, the battery life has actually come down to a significant bit. On a day of moderate usage, it hardly gets to up around 8 p.m. in the night, and yes, in low battery mode, it does last about a couple of hours, but that's not an impressive feature to say. So battery life is not that impressive, but yeah, if you're not that much of a heavy user, and then I think you should get around by the whole day, and at least by the night when you reach home, if you step out in the first place, yeah. But still, that's not that impressive today, because it was something that was impressive back when the iPhone 10R was released, but the battery performance has taken a hit. But if you buy it today, then I think the battery performance should be good as new. And also one thing I'm noticing is that the iOS 14 is more optimized for battery life, so battery performance nowadays has seemed to increase a bit, but not to an extent that I can report of. Now coming to the size of the iPhone 10R, I know this is something I should have mentioned first, but the size of the iPhone 10R is a perfect size that you can get on any smartphone. It's not too big, not too small. It's just the perfect size to fit in your hand and as well in your pocket. So this is something to consider in the iPhone 10R, because that size I think is the perfect size. And after using the S20 Ultra, oh my gosh, this is a really big device and it's too heavy as well because of that bigger battery. So I would prefer a smaller size. So a secret that I am leaning towards the iPhone 12 mini now, because of that smaller form factor and also that lightweight design. But that's not my final take on it. I would definitely put on a review. So subscribe to stay tuned for it. So guys, that was it. Yeah, this was actually really short. But yeah, so for my conclusion, I would say that if you're shooting a lot of indoor videos or photos, then I would prefer you buy an external light source as well. And the iPhone 10R won't disappoint you, because in all other respects, it's actually a really great device. It's nothing that would disappoint you, and if you are really on a budget, and if you want an iPhone, then I think the iPhone 10R is still a great choice, even in the late 2020 or even in 2021. But there is something that I always suggest my friends, my colleagues, and everyone. See, you're already spending like 40,000 on an iPhone 10R, on a device that is 2 years old. So why not spend a little extra and go for even an iPhone 11 or even the iPhone 12 if you can spend that much? Yes, I know, because $500 or 40,000 rupees is not a small amount. So you're already spending a big amount and getting a 2 years old device with less features and the lack of night mode and all that stuff. So why not go for a newer device by spending a little extra? So if you can do that, then do think about that as well. Otherwise, if you've already decided on the iPhone 10R by this point, then you won't really be disappointed with it. So that's it guys. Hope you like this video. Do let me know your suggestions and thoughts in the comment section below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.